Now, what if I told you that it is actually possible to meal plan even for a large family like us here on the family compound? We have 14 people, and I go to the grocery store once a week after placing a simple online order. Yes, friends, I'm telling you, it's possible, and this is how I do it. Hey there, friends. I'm Heidi, the Heavenly Minded Homemaker, and welcome to today's video. I shared about some of this the other day, and Stacy, shout out to you, left a comment and you said, okay, how exactly do you meal plan and shop once a week? And especially since our family compound here literally doubled in size last summer and we now have 14 people, I've noticed just how important menu planning is. Now, I think menu planning is super important anyways, because I hate playing the what's for dinner game. I don't know about you, but every day when you're like, oh, what are we doing today? You know, and it's always you're rushing and you're trying to fit everything in and you're out of stuff and you have to run back to the store, whatever it might be. That kind of just drives me crazy. And so I needed to come up with a simple and very budget-driven menu plan for our large family to really simplify my life in so many ways, to keep us on track budget-wise, and to really just make the ends meet in everything that we needed to. And so make sure you watch through to the end, because I am going to show you my exact current menu plan for our large family and how exactly I order my groceries once a week. For our menu plan specifically, there are 14 people here on the family compound. I would say 11 of those are most consistently eating the family meals with us. A few people kind of do their own thing, or they work and have their own schedules or whatever it is, but most days we can count on 10 to 11 people absolutely eating whatever it is that we're going to be making that day. We also do eat a carnivore ketovore way of eating, and if you are totally confused, you have no idea what I'm talking about, I do have a playlist with all of our carnivore videos, how, why, all that good stuff. And so I will leave that linked down in the description if you guys are interested in more about why we've made the health choices we have. But really it comes down to the simplicity in this. When I go to make our menu plan, and I did this back when we were just a family of 6 as well, but when I go to make our menu plan, I love assigning an item each day. And so for us, especially since we've gone carnivore, we really just eat one main meal per day. We feel completely just great doing that. I will keep things on hand for breakfast. I will keep some things on hand for the kids or even myself if for some reason I'm feeling a little extra hungry kind of in the in-between. But we really do have like one main meal per day, especially with this way of eating. You're so full of just good nutrients that you're set, right? You feel great with that. And so I assign an item each day. And then I always try to do my grocery shopping with an online order if possible. I did not use online grocery ordering until 2020. That was the first time I'd ever used it, and I haven't looked back since. And so if you've never tried it out, highly recommend it. Again, I'm going to show you guys my exact menu plan, and I'm going to give you my Walmart grocery order list. And so you guys can easily go click on that, add the things to your cart, put in your order, be good to go. I have found that when I do an online order, it allows me to stick to my budget so much better. I'm not in the store. I'm not picking up random things. Being able to do it once a week really helps me keep on track budget-wise, and especially with a large family and a small budget is keying for us. And so if you are trying to stick to a budget and do that, online ordering really is a huge help in that way. And when you're making this menu plan and you're picking out your items, like I'm going to show you how we did ours and what we're eating, it really does help to keep it simple enough that it can be flexible enough. So there are some days where really it's like we have a base protein, and if somebody wants to mix it up or do something different, that's great, because we've kept it simple, which allows it to be flexible. So hopefully that makes sense for you all there as you're trying to kind of think through how this can work for your home and your family. So our current plan right here, right now, and I've shared these before, but I think that sometimes it's really helpful to see like the reality. Sometimes I love looking up like food blogs and things like that. And sure, they sound wonderful, but I'm like, yeah, my kids probably aren't going to eat that. We're very, very simple eaters. And so this is what we have right now on our plan. And yes, I'm going to explain to you how we do this for a carnivore, ketovore household as well. So we have spaghetti, tacos, lasagna soup, chicken Alfredo, chili. We have a burgers / chicken like grill day, and a pizza day. Those are our 7 assigned meals that we just repeat every day, right? Every Monday is spaghetti day. Every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Every Wednesday is lasagna soup. Every Thursday is chicken Alfredo. Every Friday is chili. Every Saturday is grill burger chicken day. Every Sunday in our house is pizza day. That it just makes it so simple. And I know sometimes people go, oh, well, that's too simple. You're eating the same thing too often. Well, we will switch ours up every month as we go. We kind of have certain foods that we eat in certain seasons, and we will, at the end of every month when I'm getting ready to work on the next month's thing, I kind of go, hey, who's sick of what? Is anybody sick of anything, in particular? Okay, then we can swap that out and kind of change that around. The same way of if it is too similar, you could come up, if you want to come up with a meal plan for each week and every week is different, you can do that. If you want to come up with 2 meal plans and just rotate them, right? So like on week 1 and week 3, you have these foods, and on week 2 and week 4, you do something different. Have at it. You can absolutely do that. Do what works best for your family. I keep it really simple because I don't want to play crazy food games, and so we keep it the same all month long. So that's what we do. Once I've come up with my food plan, so I've assigned, for that week, every day, this is what we're going to be eating. I get a notebook, quite literally a paper notebook. I write out the different foods for the different days, and then I list out everything needed to make said item. Right? So if it is going to be chicken Alfredo day, right? I know I need chicken to make the Alfredo. I need butter. I need cream cheese. I need heavy whipping cream. I need Parmesan. I need garlic and some basic seasonings, right? So I list those out. I write out every item that is needed for each and every one. We keep it really simple, so I could tell you off the top of my head what I need for every single one of these items. But if you're using recipes or whatever it is, just put in the intentional time in the forefront to list these things out, even if you want to put them in a spreadsheet or a notebook and just kind of have your family recipes with everything needed for all the things your family likes to eat. You put a little bit of time and effort into it in the beginning, and it's really going to pay out dividends for many, many, many menu plans to come. And so I list everything out. I also include, we have eggs from our chicken, or sometimes we have to get eggs, which I know right now is a little bit of a difficult thing, but we keep eggs and bacon on hand for the days when we want a little bit of breakfast. For the kids, I also always keep a container of oatmeal in the pantry. So if the kids want something, they're feeling a little extra hungry one morning, they can easily do that if we haven't made eggs and bacon. I also include in our grocery order, we have our dogs on a raw food diet. Our dogs eat raw chicken, so I always have raw chicken on the order for the dogs, with bone and everything, of course, included, to get them all the nutrients that they need. I always keep coffee staples on hand, so coffee grounds, and then I do a protein powder with milk for my protein coffee that I drink every single morning and absolutely love. So I keep that in my order. I buy a thing of protein powder once a month. Done deal. And then I keep sandwich meats and cheeses on hand for those times where maybe the kids are feeling a little extra hungry. Every once in a while, I just want a little something. I'll get some like salami and cheese and have a little bit of a healthy kind of snack in between. And so I have those things as kind of just like reoccurring staples on our weekly order as well. So once I have listed out every day of the week and every item I need for all of those, and then those few kind of staple items that I know I'm just going to need on the regular, what I do is I sit down with my Walmart grocery order website. I know there are many other places, wherever you shop, that's fantastic. We're in a very, very tight budget. And so right now, Walmart is where it's at for us. If you are curious and you want my exact grocery order list, I have put together all of these foods with the recipe and how to make them in a free PDF. And I also have links to my Walmart list. So if you want to be able to just easily click and replicate, just as needed for your family, all of that is linked down below. You can click that link, enter in your email, it'll send you everything directly, and then you can have at it. It's what we use, and if it can be a blessing to you, then praise God, it's there to be that. So I put everything in a Walmart list once a week. I usually do it like Sunday evening after I've kind of got my shower. I'm sitting down with a cup of tea. I just pull it up. I'll usually kind of glance in the pantry and the fridge to see if we had anything, extra left over, if it looks like there's a lot of butter in there, a lot of milk or, whatever, then I go, okay, I don't need to worry about adding that to my order. But I will sit down and I will pull up my list and just go through, like I said, that's why it's so nice. Just kind of add everything to a Walmart list wherever you shop, if you have that availability. If not, Walmart's a great place to be able to do it. And then I'm able to just click and just go through the list and add everything from my saved grocery list onto my actual pickup order. And so you can use that by clicking on mine, and you can go to my list. Even if you go to it every week, right? You can go to my list and you can just add, go through the different items that you need, add them to the list, and then I just schedule a pickup order for the next morning. And it makes it really, really simple because I can see exactly how much I'm spending. If I am going over budget, it's really simple to see. I'm not getting distracted by, wandering through the aisles and grabbing different things. I'm also staying very focused on my health goals and my eating goals because, again, I'm not just seeing all the things in the aisle and well, maybe I'll grab a little of this and maybe I'll grab a little of that. It's really, really easy to be shopping in healthy me mode, not hungry me mode in the store who just wants to eat everything. And so it really does help to have that list. You just add the things to it. You know exactly what you need, so you're not forgetting things or getting distracted or whatever it might be. Add them to your list as you go. And then this is the really, really great part, is because we're only doing this one day a week, I get ready every Monday morning and go, all right, kids, I'm doing the pickup order. And so they know, all right, mom will be back in a little bit with all the groceries. We bring everything in. This is great for the kids to be able to help, or whomever you have, right? Bring everything in. And then I have everybody help me start organizing it. So we make a pile for fridge stuff, a pile for freezer stuff, a pile for pantry stuff, and being able to separate everything out. Now, if you want to, you can keep a Sharpie on hand and mark on the stuff, right? So we pick up a lot of ground beef every week. You could easily go ahead and take a Sharpie and write, this is for tacos, this is for burgers, this is for spaghetti, this is for whatever, right? You could write those things out on it if that helps you to organize it and kind of keep it straight. You can absolutely do that. We do this frequently, so my family just really has the drill down. So we're pretty good on it, but you can mark everything if you need to. And what we do is, as we put stuff away, I group things by meal, so that way it's a lot easier to pull out every day when it's time to actually do the cooking and make the meal. And so the things that are in the pantry, right, for chili, we have a Dollar Tree basket that all the chili beans go in, and we just know that that's where the chili beans go. And every Friday when it's time to throw the chili in the Instant Pot, I just grab that basket, open everything up, right, dump it in, and it's really, really simple and easy. The bottom shelf of our fridge is just the meat shelf, and so everything is kind of in there and stacked, and it's really easy to know where the stuff is and what I need and be able to pull it out because I've put it away with that intentionality of kind of grouping it for what I'm going to use it for. And so I think that really does make a big help to be able to keep everything together and make healthy eating budget friendly but easily doable for even the busiest of families. So hopefully that makes sense and is helpful for you if you are looking for a way to menu plan, even for a large family, and be able to grocery shop one day a week. Again, lifesaver. I used to do our family's grocery shopping for the whole month in just one trip. So trust me, it is possible. You can do it. Being able to just put together a plan. Keep it simple. List out everything that you're going to need. Put in that grocery order, right? Have it all on a list so you can just easily click right through it. Yes, you can go into a store, have a paper list. I would recommend taking like a paper list and pencil, or putting it on, like I use my Apple Notes with the little check boxes so I know when I've gotten something and I don't miss anything. You can go in and do it that way. I find it's easier to stay on budget if I just do an online grocery order, but you can do it in person, and I absolutely have. Trust me, there have been many a time where I don't have it all together and I didn't put in my order and I go, ugh, and I have to go into the store and do it. I do a much better job when I do it online though. So that's just my 2 cents there. Put your order in, bring it home, put it away in a way that keeps it grouped and organized, so that way it's then very easy to execute as the week goes on. Be able to kind of have your time that you know what you're making that day. You pull those items out, ta-da, dinner is ready. It does make it that much simpler, that much more enjoyable to gather together as a family, have a meal together, kind of have that anchor in your day where you're coming together, you're eating a healthy meal, you're spending that time in community with one another, and it really makes it, I think, so much more lovely when we have a little bit of organization and forefront thought to keep it all together. So if this has been a help to you, I would highly appreciate it. You guys want to give this a thumbs up, let others know that it might be a blessing and a help to them as well. If you want to see again that recipe menu plan, you want the Walmart list so that you can easily implement these things into your life and your home here today, check out the link down in the description. Otherwise, if you a little more kind of background into why what we eat is so important and why looking at how we fuel our bodies really makes all the difference, you guys can check out this playlist right up here for a little more on that. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends!